been subscribing to my other videos, you probably already know me as D2mini from Reef Central and the other forums out there. I've had a lot of requests for like a behind-the-scenes look at the whole sump room, fish room, if you will. So I want to do that, but I think it's going to be a little too long and drawn out if we do it kind of, all at one time. So I'm going to break it down into sections, give you guys a quick overview of everything, and then subsequent videos will be just, one piece of equipment at a time or one section at a time. The skimmer will go over the mixing station, the brain behind the whole system, my GHL Pro Flux, I've got the refugium over there, frag tank, so there's a lot of things to cover. So, why don't we go ahead and get started with just the quick overview, and as I have time, I'll do the other videos, and if you subscribe, then you'll get notified when I post them. And just a little warning, it's a little bit of a crazy mess. At least, to you guys it might seem like that at first. I'm not a planner. I just kind of, get a general idea of what I want to do, kind of put things in place. Like, for instance, this sump. I knew I had to have this big Rubbermaid container as my main sump, and I knew I wanted some other kind of container for refugium and frags. So, I just kind of got them in place, and then it came time to do the plumbing, and I just went at it. And whatever evolves. No real plan. Something has changed over the past almost 2 years now that the tank's been running. Kind of as I go. If it works, fine. If it's not working, then I come up with something else. As long as the tank's doing okay, that's good. If I can, shut things down for a day or so, make some changes, then that's what I'll do. So I guess I'll go into more details as we go, and I guess that's it. So let's go ahead and get started. All right. Okay. So I guess you guys are ready for the overview. So let's do it. All right. I'm going to grab the camera. I'll take you guys around, and you'll get a pretty good idea of what's out here in the fish room. All right. Let's do it. All right, so, if you've been here or if you've been following my thread on Reef Central, the build thread, you'll know that I'm working in my garage here. The main tank is in the dining room, which happens to be behind the wall, straight back in that corner. So we've got a 3-car garage, and fit 2 cars in here. No problem, still have plenty of room for the whole fish room area and the rest of our junk in the garage. So let me take you around here, because this is where I've got the Rodi system. So as you can see on the back wall here, we've got a sink that I had put in when we built the house, and the Rodi. It's just a 4-stage. And what I did is I've got the water lines that come out of the Rodi, and then they kind of right here follow along the wall, and they fall behind this trim, and I've got them running up and over the door. They come down around behind the toolbox, and then the main line runs right up into the top there into my fresh water container. And then below that we've got the saltwater container. Pump for mixing, and I'll go into more details about this in another installment. So then here, what you're already looking at is the main sump. It's filled with live rock. I've got the skimmer box inside. You can see the skimmer. And then over here is the display refugium. This is one of the newer additions. Got mangroves and lots of other macros inside, live rock, a couple cardinal fish. So then if we come around to this side, had a counter that I put in. I can do all my, tests and everything there. I've got plenty of storage up above. Two-part solutions and drawers and all kinds of stuff. Boxes of extra plumbing. And this right here is the plumbing coming out from behind the tank. The tank is directly on the other side of this wall. Calcium reactor. It's got media reactors. This is the other side of the display refugium is a frag tank. A spotted rabbitfish and a couple of clowns in there. Drains coming into the sump and the skimmer box. And up above is a shelf hanging from the ceiling. And this holds my dosing pumps and the JHL Profilux computer, which is running the whole thing. I've got an ozone reactor and an air dryer up top. Dosing containers, so that's pretty much it. I got some radions over the frag tank and display refugium. This is my ATO container down here, the gray brute. And then also down here off of the main return pump, I've got a T right here. And what this does is this comes down out this way. Instead of going, some of the water is going up here, which is the return line. It goes all the way along the wall and then back into where the drains are. But this little T off here goes down this way, and this heads to a chiller, which I've mounted or placed all the way up in front of the garage, so it keeps the extra heat from the chiller, and any fumes or anything that might come from that is down near the garage door. So then the plumbs right back this way, and then it's this skinny pipe right here is 3/4 inch, and this comes over here, and this is what feeds the refugium. So basically the water comes out of the sump, some of it goes back to the tank, some of it goes to the chiller, and then the chiller sends it back into the display refugium, which then feeds back into the actual sump. So this is kind of part of it's just recycling out here in the sump area, and then most of the water goes back to the tank. So that's it. That's the quick overview. That should give you guys some idea. And just keep an eye out for the first installment, which is probably going to be the protein skimmer. And if there's anything else you see that you really want me to get to first or before other things, just leave me some comments and I'll do what I can. All right. Thanks for looking, and I hope you guys come back to see more.